Alrighty guys, so today we're going to be reviewing 4 different ways to show multiplication because we have to show our work. That's a great job, awesome. So we do have to show our work, so I have 4 different ways we can show our work using multiplication. We have arrays, repeated addition, equal groups, and a number line. Arrays are simply rows with equal amounts in each row. So let's go ahead and write that out. So rows with equal amounts in each row. Now we're going to leave the definition up there to remind us of what arrays are. Repeated addition. Repeated addition is simply adding equal groups together. So we're going to be adding equal groups together. Okay? And now equal groups. So you can use equal groups. Equal groups are sorting a number of items into equal piles. So sorting number of items into equal piles. Okay? That's what equal groups are. And a number line. Number line, students use number lines to write multiplications that match the repeated jumps on a number line. So let's write that down. Write multiplication that match repeated jumps on number line. Okay. Now these are the 4 different ways we show multiplication, and I'm going to break it down one by one. Alright, so let's start with number 1, arrays. We said earlier that arrays are rows with equal amounts in each row. For example, if we have, let's say, 2 times 3. So I'm going to write out right here, 2 times 3. What do we know the product of 2 times 3 is?
6.
6, good job. Now, remember, we have to show our work. Good job. So, using the arrays to show our work. So, there are 2 different ways you can use arrays to show your work. Let's go ahead and say we have 2 groups. So, we'll say we'll have 2 going down. So, we'll have 2 groups going down with 3 across. 3 would be in each group. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now if we add these up, what do we get?
6.
6. Good job. Now that's one way. Now if you choose to start with the 3 going down, you can do that as well. So we have 1, 2, 3 going down, and then we have 2 in each row. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And what do we have there?
6.
6. If we add them up, so 2, 4, 6. And then we have 3 and 3, 6. So good job. That are our 2 ways to show our arrays. The next one is repeated addition. Now, we did say that repeated addition is simply adding equal groups together. So let's go ahead and stick with the 2 times 3 so it'll be simple for us. So we have 2 times 3. We'll write that to the side. And we already know it equals 6. Now, just like the arrays, there are 2 ways we can show in repeated addition. We can add 2 3 times. So, let's go ahead and write 2 plus 2 plus 2. Now, let's add them together. What's 2 plus 2?
4.
4. And then what's 4 plus 2?
6.
6. Good job. See how simple and easy? Really fun. Now, we can add 3 2 times. So if we have 3 plus 3, now that's a simple math fact. That's
6.
6. Good job. That's a repeated addition, a way to show our work. Now our third one here is equal groups. We've already said that equal groups are sorting numbers of items into equal piles. Let's go ahead and stick with 2 times 3 like we did for the other two. 2 times 3, we know it equals 6. All right, equal groups. Just like the first two, there are 2 ways you can show your work using this equal groups. Okay, so we can use 2 groups of 3. Let's go ahead and use boxes for our groups. We have 1 group and we have 2 groups. Now, there should be 3 circles in each group. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now, that equals, if we add them all up,
6.
6. And that shows 2 times 3 equals 6. Or you can use 3 groups and have 2 circles in each group. Let's go ahead and write out our 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and draw 2 circles in each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If we add them all up, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is
6.
6. Almost a repeated addition there as well. That is our equal groups. Now, our number line is our last 4th way to show multiplication. Number line, we said, students write multiplications that match repeated jumps on a number line. Let's go ahead and write our number line. We're going to continue using the 2 times 3, okay? So we write out 2 times 3 right here on the side so we know which one we're doing. And then let's write our number line. Now, we're going to do 2 number lines because there are 2 ways you can use a number line to show 2 times 3. So, always start at 0, okay? So go ahead and write, we have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the same for the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? I'll do 6. Now I'm going to use a different marker so I can show you guys the differences. All right? So basically we're going to do 2 jumps of 3 to equal 6. Okay? So we're going to do, we're going to start here. We're going to do 2 jumps of 3. We're going to do, we're at 0, so we're going to go 3, 1, and then 2. So that's 2 jumps. Right now here we have 1 group, and then we have 2 groups because we're showing 2 times 3. And then of course we have 3 in each. So 2 groups of 3 in each. Good job. All right, now you can do it opposite way. You can do 3 jumps of 2. So let's go ahead and show that. So we have, right here, so 1, 2, 3. Now these are the spaces, so we have 2 in each space. So 2, 2, and 2. And then of course we have our 1, 2, 3 groups, and we all equal to 6. That is our last way of showing multiplication. Now these were our 4 ways to show our multiplication. Now there are 4 different ways, so any multiplication problem you can choose. You are comfortable with one, or you can even use a second one to check your work. If you use the arrays, you can use repeat addition to check your array. So that is our ways to show multiplication. I hope you enjoyed our little lesson.